So when it comes to SkyCharged Grenadier, SkyCharged Grenadier is a 9-year membership achievement badge that you only can obtain if you have 9 years membership on your account. Thus being said, this class is a DPSer / debuffer. Now, the reason why I waited on that bit is because the debuffs is not that great. Now, to utilize this class, you need to use your auto and a skill afterwards. So 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, 5, for instance, because your abilities have additional effects when you use your auto. Okay, now to actually play stuff for this class does deal a lot of damage. It does do a lot of damage based on abilities. Now, you'll be utilizing your 4th ability quite frequently when you're out of mana, and it will give you an additional buff that is going to be really useful for target, or for you, sorry. So when you use the 4th ability, it gives a buff that allows you to dream of the damage you're going to be doing, because you are being to be stunned for 3 seconds every time you're out of mana. Because this class has so high mana consumptions that the reason for you trying to do some damage is non-existent. Now, all jokes aside, this class hasn't been buffed since the release of the class, since 2019. So, for using this class, I would not recommend it, because this class is pretty much a collection type of class and it's not that useful. I would say it would have been useful in 2019 meta, but in the sense of actually for current meta, it's really not that great. Now, to utilize this class to its full potential, you need to use your auto and skill to do additional damage and effects to the target. Now, when it comes to bosses, you will be running into problems with mana. If the boss has mana skill, that increases your mana costs. And if you're not running into a party that does not have Stone Crusher or Frostfall Barbarian. Thus being said, you will run into mana problems if you don't have any of that and the boss is like that. So I also would not recommend it if you're the boss that requires you to move, like Dage or Dark Carnax. So utilizing this class with the 4th ability, you are asking to die. No matter what, you're asking to die. Now for farming, I use Dauntless and Vim, because Vim reduces the mana cost and Dauntless allows more mana cost reduction, so allows me to actually utilize the class to be more a spamming in a way, which is kind of great because it does have decent damage, but the debuffs and the buffs of this class is really target dependent, because I need to have additional effect on the target to actually buff myself. So when it comes to solar part of this class, solar part of this class is really bad. It has no damage resistance, is a glass cannon, hence Grenadier. So if you want to solo, maybe early to mid game, maybe some late game bosses, but not all of them. So if you want to solo with it, I would recommend those type of bosses. You can also abuse your 3rd ability if you want to stun the target, because the 25% chance is really not really a problem, because that ability is a 3-second cooldown if you run in Dauntless and Vim. And when it comes to actually being used, if you're not running that, you will be stunned a lot. And when it comes to PvP, yeah dude, you're asking to be dead. Absolute dead. There's no damage resistance on this class. So if you want to survive, yeah, good luck. I miss chance. Because this class is a somewhat tank and DPSer. Yeah. Would I recommend this? Absolutely not. Have a nice day.